Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you are doing well. Today we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a deeper dive into stocks from Mexico. I recently did a video covering all of the stocks from Mexico listed in the US stock market. I believe there was about 16 to 26 out of the whole around 8,000. So what I want to do, and this was a viewer request, I want to look at one of the Mexico ETFs, dive in and see what those holdings are and see if we can find real estate stocks, banking stocks, energy stocks, more than meets the eye of what we have currently listed in the regular stock exchange. One of the caveats to that means that we'll probably find those stocks that are listed within the ETF, but they will be on the secondary market. The secondary market is usually considered pink sheets, over-the-counter stocks, penny stocks. It doesn't really have a overall positive rap, in my opinion. It's, when you have stocks that are on the OTC market, it's usually because stocks are not filing on time. There's less, I feel like there's less regulation, less rules for stocks to exist and be on the secondary markets. So we're going to take a look, see if we can find some stocks from Mexico that are not in the regular stock market, because there was only 16 or 26, and there was like 3 or 4 that were airlines, which, don't get me wrong, airlines are important, but I don't think it's a really good indication of the country of Mexico. So again, we're going to be looking for banks, real estate, financial institutions, energy, maybe other stores. Like we have Home Depot, we have Lowe's, Ross, Macy's. What about Mexico? I know Mexico has tons of places for people to shop. So we'll do a little bit deeper dive there. I want to find some good ones to show you guys, maybe look at some charts, look at financials. We'll go from there. I'm excited about this. I love Mexico. If you've never been, I highly encourage you to check it out. But before we do, consider hitting the subscribe button. Maybe hit the like button or dislike. All right, comment. We are on the world's greatest website. Let's go ahead and jump on in. This is finviz.com. Highly encourage you to check it out. If you may have not noticed, I got a new camera and I'm still trying to figure it out. So I do really appreciate your understanding with the legs, the jumps, etc. So we're on FinViz. I'm just gonna go and type Mexico. And what I want to do here is I want to literally just find ETFs that are from Mexico. So the first one, EWW. Let's go ahead and check this out. That's such a weird ticker symbol, isn't it? EWW. I wonder if it's to curb people from investing into it because they see it and they're like, ew. Wow, it's up nicely, honestly. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to the website where it has the more in-depth information about holdings, etc. And that is where literally I'm going to find the stocks. So let's go on this journey together. And right here you can see holdings. All right, you guys, we are on OTC Markets website. We're going to be looking for WALMEX. Okay. So now that we found the ticker, we can also look at this in Thinkorswim, which is going to be huge. We can also check their financials here. And we can also see that the company is in good standing. Actually, my head is in the way. So the company is in good standing. Whoops. Right here, you can see. Okay. We're going to go straight to financials. And we're going to look at their income. Well, Everything is in USD, it says here, so that's great. I mean, we can see every year it's going up about 500. Well, this was a $300 million, because this is billion, 7.8 billion, 8.1 billion, 8.3 billion, 9.8 billion. What the heck happened there? Why was there such a huge jump? That's awesome. Let's see. Gross margin is 23%. That's really good for a big box store. Let's see how much cash they have and their assets and liabilities here. Okay, so total assets is 21.4 billion, which is amazing. Total liabilities is 11.1 billion. So they're almost we're almost at a 2-to-1 ratio with assets dwarfing liabilities, which is great. They have 2 billion cash on hand, you can see right here. Total debt, we have long-term debt. I would say other liabilities, we could just say that they have 3.7 billion in debt. They have 2.4 billion in cash, and they make 9 billion a year. So this is a very healthy stock. Let's look at Thinkorswim. I want to check out this chart. This is not a bad chart. Let's do some things. Okay. I don't know if you want the explanation on why I chose where I chose. I chose the bottom of this wick and the support here. You can see this is acting as great support. This also confirms support here. And I'm sorry for the lag. I'm gonna turn my camera off. It's annoying. Okay. And then you can see right here we have resistance where it's hit its head a couple times. And it also sets us up for a pattern here. So this is gonna be, I mean, this kind of looks like an ascending triangle, or I'm sorry, an ascending wedge. We're gonna take that off, sorry. So I would want to start here, and then most of the support is gonna be right about there, right here, about right here. So I chose this because we're on the bottom of the candle here. Support confirmation, support confirmation, support confirmation, support confirmation, support, support, resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, support, just bouncing off support, 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 resistance, resistance, support, resistance, resistance. So that's why I chose to make this line as our support. Okay, I do want to check out the financials again because I want to see what this stock price should actually be. So this is WMMVY WALMEX. So I look at the market cap, sales, income, cash, debt, shares, float / outstanding. Okay. So let's see if we can find that data really quick. Okay, so they have 2.4 billion cash. So 2.4 bill. Total debt was, we're gonna say 3.7 billion debt. Income is, this is on a yearly basis. Where's quarterly? I mean, I do want to look at the annual actually. So this is going to be 9.8 billion. Income. Net income is 2.5 billion. That's insane. 2.5 billion. Okay, and then I need shares float and market cap. I don't know if, let's see. Market cap is 73.6 billion. Whoops. 73.66 billion. Yep, right here. So we have that, and then shares outstanding is going to be company profile. Oh, security, it'll be here probably. Okay, market cap, outstanding shares. So we'll just call it 17 billion shares available, which is a lot. I think it's probably less, but you know, we don't really have much data to work on. 17.46 billion. Okay, so now we're going to take out the handy dandy calculator, and we're going to take the market cap, which is 73.66 plus 9.8 plus 2.5, and they have cash of plus 2.4 billion minus 3.7 billion divided by 17.46 billion. So I'm getting around a $4 stock if the shares outstanding is true at 17.46 billion. I don't know what the shares float are. Let me see if I can. Let's see if we have a better picture here. $5.1 billion shares. Okay, that seems a little bit more reasonable. Market cap 72 billion. That's pretty much what we have. They do pay a dividend too, which is good. So let's go back to our calculation, and we're gonna do 84.66 divided by 5.14. So we get a fair share price of around $16. And the stock is trading at 42. So we are seeing a top right here. And then we can do this. So literally the stock has never closed and held above this line. Let's look at all-time support. I'm going to say like the most conservative all-time support will be right here. And the reason I didn't go all the way down, was because these prices here, I don't know if they'll be hit again, just considering how much progress we've made over the past 5 years. So I do think the stock price is a little bit overextended. It looks like the stock went from 34 to 42 in about a year, which isn't very attractive, but it's still a pretty decent move. So I'll wait to purchase this one. You know, looking at other forms of support and resistance. Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, I think I would want to capture the apex within here. If it gets rejected, does some little squiggly, or comes down even lower into this channel, that would be good. So good stock. I'm glad I found this, because I know when we go to, well, not we, but when I go to Mexico, I often just do a big haul at Walmart. So that's great. Another stock I want to look at is this one, Fomanto. Yeah. So they don't have a, they used to have a stock, but they don't anymore. We have communication equipment, which I'm guessing is their like AT&T. Let's check it out. Okay, so we do have a ticker here, and oh, this is on the New York Stock Exchange, AMX. Whoops. So this one, since this one is on the US stock market, we're just gonna pass through it for now just because it's not one of the main stocks that we're looking for, OTC like. And this one's probably covered in my last Mexico video. But it looks pretty cheap at this price point here. They make $45 billion in sales. That's nuts. So we'll pass on this one, but let's go back here. Let's look at a real estate one. Real estate, okay. So this ETF has $50 million into this stock in Mexico. Let's check it out. All right, this is on OTC. FBASF. Whoops. So, is this going to be a compliant stock? We're going to find out. And while that's loading, I'll just go into here. Interesting. Okay, so this has a caution sign on it, meaning that they have limited disclosure financial information. Again, being an OTC stock, you do get away with some things like this. This would not fly in the primary markets. So I do want to dive into it. Let's see if they have their latest data. They don't. Okay, we'll have to pass on that, unfortunately. Here's another real estate stock. They have Kimberly Clark in Mexico. That's great. They have the Coca-Cola, which is the one we looked at, KOF. That was a good one. All right, here is... This one's also giving us a yield sign, which is not ideal. Let's check out Vesta. Vesta Real Estate in Mexico. Okay, here we go. Oh, BMV, is that the Mexican stock market? Let's see. Okay. VTMX. Looks fairly new. Looks very fairly new. Let's see. This has it as historical data. Let's see. What are the options? Okay, so Vesta. Yeah, they don't have it, unfortunately, on Thinkorswim. But I mean, it looks like a strong stock. over the long term. Let's just look at one more stock. Sorry guys if I'm holding you hostage here. One more stock. I want to do a real estate one. Terrafina, here we go. Okay. This one is going to be a no-go, unfortunately. Okay, here's one. This looks like it's the last real estate one. Let's see. Let's see if we can... Here we go. Okay, it's on the OTC. No chart is available. Okay, not a bad looking chart overall long term. Again, it's a caution sign. So it's hard to, you know, make an investment into these companies that aren't compliant because, you know, we don't get the full picture of the financial statements. So that's kind of hard, unfortunately. Let's see what else. Here's the last real estate one. They have $6 million worth in this fund. Okay, let's see. No. Bummer. Okay. So just to get my I do want to do a chart on, you know, a Mexican company, Mexican stock. So let's look at the Kimberly Clark Mexico stock because that sounds interesting. All right. Every time I click on this website and it goes to the closing summary and I click it. All right, so while Kimberly Clark loads, let's check it out on Thinkorswim. Ooh, we might have an arbitrage opportunity here. So let's go back here. And right now you can see it is certified, but it looks like it might be missing some key information. Let's get some details here. So they have a market cap of 3.5 billion. Oops. Here we go. Okay, Kimberly Clark. This is KCDMY. Market cap is 3.55 billion. Sales, income, cash, debt, shares, and it looks like 1.6 billion shares. We'll verify that through a search in a minute. I hope they have their data. Oh, they don't. Come on. Okay, so what we can do is probably go to Yahoo Finance, maybe? Maybe this has it. Okay, here we go. So we have some insight here, but let's see. They can't find it, yeah. So that is a bummer. What we can do is go to the actual website. So we'll go here and we'll just navigate to the investor information, I guess, you know. So while that is loading, I think we can, here we go. Apologies for the delays and the lagginess. This is kind of annoying. All right, it's loading. Okay, so finance, I guess. Quarterly report, I guess. There's no annual reports, so I guess what we'll do here is we will just take these sales and times it by 4. Gosh. Okay, here we go. I need to check if this is pesos or USD. I'm not seeing a clear indication. Let's see if I do USD. No. Oh wait, yes, USD. Oh, these are swaps. Okay, no. MXN. Okay, so it is pesos. So let's get our currency converter out, MXN to USD. All right, so going back here, let's go down to their cash as of Q3, which is here, and let's nope. Okay. Okay, so that equals 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 billion, 1.09 billion in cash. So cash is 1.09 billion. Okay. Total assets is 55.9 billion in pesos. Total liability is 58 billion. So it's about a $10 billion gap between assets and liabilities, between assets and liabilities. Okay, revenue for the whole year so far is 39 billion, and then so that's accounting for 3 quarters, not 4 quarters, and it's showing here that the previous single quarter was 12.79. So let's go ahead and just do this really quick. So 39935745123. Yep, plus this is I'm accounting for all 4 quarters. Okay, so we're going to take this. So sales for the entire year. Did I get that correct? No. Where'd the calculator go? There it is. Okay. It took my math away. Dang it. Okay. Let's do that again. I think it was like, there it is. Okay. It's gonna be 39,935,745,123 plus 12 bill 794 mil 090,123. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, so that is in 1 year 3.12 billion in sales. 3.12 billion. Okay, and then let's go back here. I don't see their net income yet. Let's go Control F net. Okay. No? What about income? Just income, let's see. State page 10. I guess we would call it, but it's not net. I guess it could, no. Okay, I think we're in that cash flow. So net income after everything, after taxes, finance income. So this, but costs, profit loss before tax, tax income expense. So they have 5. Let's take this number. So income would be 301 million in income. 301.3 million. Okay. Debt. Oh, here's outstanding shares. Repurchase shares. I'm just gonna have to Google that in a minute. I think if we just go back to the balance sheet, where they have their cash, let's see. Oh, here we go. Assets 53 bill, liabilities 48 bill. It's really close. Current liabilities is 20 bill. But what's just the debt? We don't need to know. Man, just give me the debt. Jeez, I wonder. They didn't have it listed. Come on, man. Let's see. This is such a pain in the butt. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Total cash 18.5 bill. I have cash at 1 bill. Is this in USD? Nope, it's in Mexican. Okay. So I had that right. So that's good. Where's the debt? Total debt. Did I miss it? I just saw it. Total debt. Here we go is 30.32 billion. So let's do 30 billion, 320 million. So that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.797 in debt. Okay. I have the market cap, sales, income, cash, debt, shares. Oh, I need the shares float. Do they have the float here? They pay a big dividend too, which is, it makes sense. Float is 1.6 billion. That's what I have. And that's not a currency. So I think we have all of the metrics needed. Let's go ahead and run the numbers here. I don't think it's going to be very attractive. So they have 355 billion plus 3,120 million plus 301 million, 300,000 income. Cash is 1,090 million. Debt is minus 1,797 million. This all divided by 1,600 million. $3.90 stock, and this is trading at $11. So, it seems a little hot to me. I'm gonna go ahead and go off cam so it'll be faster. All right. So I'm just doing some Fibonacci arcs here to see how well the stock respects these lines here, and then also just okay, so you can see look how closely this stock is respecting these lines here. This huge drop-off candle literally has support on this very end circular arc, while the next candle almost touches it. Then the stock runs up, acts as support, acts as perfect support, acts as perfect resistance, perfect resistance, perfect resistance. So I think we have a good stock here to watch for future development. So where I want to see our long-term support and resistance is here. Here's our, I would call this the long-term bar to get over. So basically every time the stock has gone and bounced, it's gone up, almost came through and conquered. It came through and it literally fell right through, acted as support. Stock came over here, acted as support, resistance, resistance. And then we have a mixture of support and resistance here. Perfectly touches it right here, acts as resistance. Perfectly touches it twice right here, acts as resistance. Comes over here, acts as support, and both support and resistance. And we're on the monthly chart, by the way. And look at this perfect rejection. Perfectly rejected. So now that we have looked at the big picture, we can kind of come in a little bit and we can see like this is our support. Perfect support, comes up, support. And then we have this resistance here and it's almost making an ascending triangle. So you can kind of see like a triangle right here, right? That's a sloppy straight line, but basically like a triangle. And then the stock's gonna, this is our apex, what we call our apex, where the stock literally is gonna have to make a move up or down. So if we're looking at, if we're looking at momentum, how do I just remove this drawing? So if we're looking at momentum, let's go ahead and just load this up really quick. It'll take just a second. Let's do a swim. So what you're going to see here, and it's going to be a little bit choppy for a second, is momentum on the monthly chart. And the bigger the momentum, the pattern, the move on the bigger time frame, like the monthly chart, the bigger the move. So we can see right here, it looks like the stock had a huge, no, it doesn't look like it did. We know it did. The stock went from $5.90 to $12. So it did a 100% move in about less than a year span. And now I think the stock is trying to regain its footing. So let's look at an even bigger time frame, the yearly chart. Ooh, look at this. Look at this, perfect momentum is turning back over. So this possibly means that the stock literally could be turning up for the upside. So that could be an awesome move here, in my opinion. This one looks good to me. This year, 2024, is going to be the deciding factor for this stock. But let's see, last year there was 3.7 million shares traded. This year there's 150,000 shares traded. So pretty big, looks like pretty big momentum possibly going forward here. The stock has been going down for about, let's go up to this one, almost 10 years. Literally 10 years the stock has been going down. Well, 12 years now because we're in 2024. 2012 to 2024, the stock has been going down. So I do like the risk reward here, in my opinion, for this one. And I also do like the WALMEX one. However, I think that one's a little hot as well. So we looked at two main stocks. We looked at WALMEX, which is the Wal Mart in Mexico, and we looked at Kimberly Clark. I did want to look at some real estate. However, due to the lack of data, I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole because, as you can see, just going down this Kimberly Clark rabbit hole took quite a bit of time. So yeah, if you guys made it this far, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, dislike button, leave a comment. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon.